Guys, let's talk about it. Today, I'm going to give my review of the Xreal 2 Pro glasses. And as you can see, yeah, they're actually pretty nice. So, starting off right away, if you do pick these up, there's things you have to pick up with them. And this is not really a question. It's going to be the X-Beam right here, and it's going to be this bad boy right here. Now, there's different features, different things that you get with each of these features. First off, this is actually a battery bank. If I go ahead and click the button, you guys can see it kind of blinks. It's a battery bank. This actually connects to Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. Anything with an HDMI port, you need this to go ahead and connect to the glasses. Can you connect a cable back here all the way down to this bad boy right here, USB-C port, which also then connects to HDMI to your stuff. If you want to connect a phone or anything like that, there's two different options. One option is just connect your phone USB-C straight to your glasses, or option two would be using this thing. Now, if you do have an iPhone, you can, by the way, use an iPhone with these glasses. You can't use the Nebula app on an iPhone. You are going to have, in some way, an Android phone like this. This is that 24 Ultra. It can be any Android phone you want. At the end of the day, though, you do need an Android phone to go ahead and actually connect to the glasses. So, that is something to keep in consideration. If you have an iPhone, you can connect it, but you can't use Nebula. If you want to use Nebula, you have to use an Android phone. So, if you have an older iPhone, let's say you have an iPhone from 14 or less, right? You're going to need this adapter no matter what to connect your iPhone to your glasses. And the reason why is because you're going to need to connect this through a Apple adapter that goes from your iPhone to an HDMI port, and then you can take this out and then plug it in. By the way, taking this out is absolutely annoying. If I want to show you this real fast. This part right here, freaking annoying heck. Anyway, so that's pretty much that. If you want to connect anything else, you can connect it straight to this or connect it right to your glasses USB-C, right? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is going to be this bad boy right here. What does it give you? Well, first off, it gives you 3 degrees of freedom. Keep in mind that VR glasses have 6 degrees of freedom. That means that you move left, move right, all around, it follows you, right? Or you're able to kind of, move around in VR. These are not VR, these are AR. A little bit difference. This is mixing reality with, an virtual reality experience, as they would say. Now, kind of going more into this bad boy, the Beam, is going to give you the ability to do a couple different features. One, it does also have streaming apps on this, which I really do like. You can also jailbreak it. But when it comes to streaming apps, a little side note here, it does have Netflix, and it has, I believe, Amazon Prime built in. That way you can just watch it without any problem at all, and you don't even have to have a phone or anything else connected. It's just this Beam right here, which, awesome, great. Next thing you're able to do with this is, again, the 3 degrees of freedom. You're able to make the screen in front of you small and in a corner. Number 2, you're able to go ahead and have it follow you as you're walking around, so it'd be right in front of your face. And number 3, it lets you be able to have a steady flow. So, for example, instead of it being like right in your face and you're going like this and it's following you, it kind of steadily goes with you. This is if you're in a car and you're going on a car ride, that would be what you would want to do, right? So that's pretty much what this gives you. I'll get into all the negatives of everything in a second, but that's that, right? It's a pretty simple process. This has no batteries in it, nothing in it, pretty much other than a pair of glasses. And once you connect it, that's when things happen. Now, I am a glasses user, right? So I have prescription lenses. I hope you guys can see that. See that? I have prescription inserts in here I got from my doctor. So, yeah, that is something you want to take in consideration. If you do wear glasses, you want to get these prescription lenses. There's different companies. I'm not sponsored by any. I used On's VR, I believe it is. And it was, personally, this worked out pretty well. You have to figure out your PD distance, your pupillary distance, pupillary distance. You gotta figure that out. You make sure you figure that. Once you figure that out, you should be good. Everything's fine. All that kind of good stuff. Next feature with these glasses is they do have 2 buttons, and I'm going to show you guys this real fast. Well, where's my hand? Right there. So you have this button, and you have this button. Now, the top button lets you be able to dim your glasses. So it lets you be able to go from 0%, which is transparent, to 35%, to 100%. 3 different versions, 3 different modes. It's actually really cool, and it works out very well. The next mode is going to be brightness. You can go up, you can go down in brightness, and it's pretty simple. You know, it either gets brighter or gets darker. So let's talk about some negatives, because there are some negatives with these glasses. They're not perfect. Starting off right away, walking around with these glasses in any way in nighttime or darkness, you're crapped out of luck. I'm sorry, you're crapped out of luck completely. You have to unplug whatever you're using. When you have them unplugged, like I have them right now unplugged, they are just regular glasses, except for the fact that they do, you know, obviously everything is dark. But when you're in darkness, you're crapped out of luck. If you have any device on, any device connected, you can't make it go into transparency mode. Transparency mode only works when you have light. So if it's dark, you can't go in transparency mode. And what ends up happening is, even if you have your phone off or your device off, you just see this gigantic black screen in front of you. And you can't see crap. So that's a little bit of a, you know, kind of thing that does suck. It's not that big of a deal. Just unplug your device, walk around like normal, and the problem is you're walking around with sunglasses on, so you're going to have a problem with that. Next thing, and it's actually something I'm realizing right now I want to go talk about, is that when you are wearing these glasses, one thing you're going to see is instead of just looking normal, like you just look normally face forward and just look like sunglasses, because of how these glasses are set up, where it actually projects the screen, as you can see right underneath my prescription lenses, because it projects the screen to your eyes, you actually see everything that's right here. So you see right here where my hands are, I can see everything right here from my glasses. It's actually a reflection. It reflects from the glasses to your hands in front of your body. So I can see everything here that, you know, I would be seeing in my glasses, which it kind of does get annoying. It's not that big of a problem. Once you go ahead and actually connect it to a device and you have the screen up, it's not really that big of a deal. But it's definitely something to take in consideration, is that you're going to see that as you're walking around sometimes. You get used to it, but it's definitely kind of annoying. There's no way to get around it anyway, because it's just reflecting, you know, it's reflecting from your body. Next thing, and I'm going to kind of go on to the last thing I'll say about these glasses, is that the problem is they do heat up. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people talk about, is they heat up very quickly. So obviously, right here where the port is connected, they do heat up, and it's not like lava on your head. It's not uncomfortably hot, but it's to a point where you notice it. And I mean, what do you expect? Like, you're connecting it to a device, you're going to have some heat, and it's a little bit of a problem. It's not that big of a deal. But other than that, I love these glasses. I think they fit great. I have a big head. I have a humongous head. So if you have a humongous head as well, I'm going to tell you right now, the Vitures, I forget how I say their name. Those glasses, apparently, I've not used them. I cannot say 100%. Based on what I understand, they are not made for guys with big heads. Okay? You got a big head, these are going to be your best bet. Alright, so let's talk about the problems with this bad boy. Okay, there are problems. First off, charging. Charging with this is a nightmare. You can charge it all night, you can charge it all day, and it will only go up like 20%. I don't know why. It's very annoying, and that is definitely a first problem. Number 2 is going to be, what's it called? It's going to be the fan. There's a fan in here, and when you charge it or use it, the fan is loud. It is very loud. And for a, you know, glasses setup that you want to be very minimalistic with, you can hear this bad boy couple inches away. If someone's sitting next to you, they're going to be able to hear it. Now, I will say, and I want to actually correct myself here and actually fix this, there are speakers in here, and I want to go ahead and preface that there are speakers in here. And when you're watching something, the speakers turn on. It's very amazing. It's a great audio source. They sound great. They act great. And I will say, when it comes to the music or the speakers, someone, if they're sitting next to you, are gonna hear them, but it's very small. It's like muffled sound. But if they're any distance, they're not gonna hear it at all. So, it's a little side note here. If you're in a very quiet environment, someone's gonna hear what you're listening to, but it's very muffled, if anything. So, back to this bad boy. Charging, the fan is annoying. Other than that, no problem at all with this. I heard a lot of complaints about this bad boy being cheap and being crappy. I will say I have not been able to get this part right here out of this. No matter how hard I try, it's literally like locked in. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try to do that. So that's something that I would say is the only problem. Other than that, I got charged just like a week ago. 4 days ago, and it's still 100% charged. So I don't really have a problem with that in any way. I mean, overall wise, I will say, for the whole contraption, it's around $700, right? For this, the beam, and this together. It's expensive. It's really expensive. And there's really no easy way to put that. Or is it worth $700, in my opinion? It depends on what you want to, like. I will say yes, to the context of you have the extra spending money and you want to go ahead and get an AR, VR experience. I think it's worth it. But at the same time, though, it really comes down to personal experience and personally what you are using them for, I will say. When it comes to productivity, right, there is a really good angle on productivity with these glasses. You can connect them to a Mac and get 3 virtual desktops in the Mac. And also, a little side note here, you can also use that with Nebula. Nebula lets you be able to put up different desktops, but I'm telling you right now, pull your hair out of your head before you try doing that, because that is the worst app I've ever used in my life. Nebula app, I don't know why I can't get it to work correctly. It's always like glitching in and out. You can't move things around correctly, whatever. When it connects to a Mac, these connect to Mac, they are perfect, amazing. Get 3 virtual desktops you can choose. You can either have an ultra-wide desktop, 3 separate ones. It's beautiful. And that's the same thing, by the way. There is a beta for Windows that you can use it for Windows as well. It's not as crisp on Windows, but it's a lot more crisp on a Mac. But again, like I said, for the price tag of everything combined, plus if you do wear glasses, you gotta get prescription lenses. These are $100. It's a lot, man. It really is. And at that price tag, if you really want to go minimalistic, do it. But it would probably be your best bet to just get a MetaQuest 3 for $500 and call it a day. That's kind of how I look at it. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. You do get a big screen in front of you. It's like that, right? It's like that close to your face. It's like that close to your face, like that. I will say, it's cool. It's cool. It's one of those situations where it's like, it's just monitoring your phone or your whatever device you have in your glasses, which is cool, awesome. But then it's like, is that $900 worth it? Is that $900 cool? I don't know. Personally speaking, again, like I said, I might try out the other one, the Vitures, whatever you call it. They actually have lens things inserted. We can actually change the prescription of your lenses inside, which is kind of cool. But overall wise, again, like I said, for $900, that's up to you, my friend. You also have this, which lets you be able to kind of block off a little bit more of the light. It's not perfect, but it lets you block off some light. So, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.